In this tutorial, I am going to teach you how to create a vector image using the CorelDraw program. We're going to draw a circle that's segmented into 6 equal parts, and each part is going to be a different color. Alright, to start off, just go over to File and open up a new file. And now we need to set up our page. So if you go to Layout and go down to Page Setup. Now, since this is a vector image, we're going to want to change this from inches to pixels, so go ahead and do that. Okay, and we need to set our width and height. And for this project, we're going to go about 600 each. So go ahead and do that. And click OK. And now our page is set up. Looks a little small, so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom into about 200%. That's going to make the screen nice and big for us. Okay, first step, we need to draw a circle. So if you look on the left-hand side, there is a what they call Ellipse Tool. So go ahead and grab that. Now, if we go to the center of the screen and we hold down the Shift key and the Control key while dragging outwards from the center, it's going to draw a nice, perfectly round circle. And let it go, and there it is. As I said earlier, we want to make a circle that has 6 individual pie pieces that are all evenly spaced. To do that, we need to have 6 circles all layered on top of each other. To do that, we already have one. If you hit Control C, I've now copied my circle. We need to paste 5 more on top of this one. So go ahead and hit Control V 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 6 circles all piled on top of each other. If you want to pause this and go back and get caught up to speed, go ahead and do that now. I'll give you a little second. Okay, good. I assume that you are caught up. Let's move on. Alright, we need to make our first line. And what we'll want to do is we want this line to go right down the center of this circle. The easiest way to do that is if we put a couple of guidelines on here. If you go to the top of this page and click your little ruler here, and you drag a line down right to that X. That X is your midpoint of your circle. And you snap it. We have one there. Now, if you go over and click your pointer tool, click back on your circle. If you go to the left-hand ruler, take your mouse, drag it over to the center. That's about center right there. Let it go. Now we have crosshairs. Now we know exactly where the center of our circle's at. Makes it a lot easier to put our line down the middle of it. Okay, so when we do our line, on the left-hand side, you'll see a little squiggly tab right here. It's the Freehand Tool. You click that, and if you go over right above your circle, line your crosshairs up with your center line. Click once. That's going to start your end point of your line. Don't hold it down, because if you do that, it's going to make a squiggly line all over the page, and it's going to be a mess. You don't want to do that. So just drag your line down. Line it up with your guideline you've put on here. Let's see, just about like that. Let it go and snap it. You've now got your line. Go ahead and pause if you need to take a second to get caught up with that. It can be a little tricky. Okay. Now I noticed that our line looks like it might be a little not quite centered. So what we can do there is if you zoom in about 800%, and you click on the line, and we control up, we can move our line right into the middle of the crosshairs. Now we should be perfectly dead center. And let's zoom back out to 200%. Okay. Now what we need to do is, if we click on our line again, as I said earlier, we need 6 equal portions to this circle. The way we would do that is we need to put 2 more lines on at exactly 60 degrees from each other. So if you notice over on the transformations tool, if we come up here and we type in 60, what that's going to do, it's going to duplicate the line we just did every 60 degrees. So if we do it once and then we do it twice, there we go. We have now we have our 6 perfect pie pieces. Go ahead and take a second if you need to get caught up. I'll wait here. Okay, glad to have you back. You should be all caught up now. Now what we need to do is we need to make each one of our pie pieces all different colors. So the way to do that is we want to grab our first pie piece and pick your color. So let's start with an orange. Now, as I said earlier, we only want one color for each one of the individual pie pieces. And you'll notice here the entire circle is orange. So what we'll want to do is, you've got this little hash mark here. If we just roll this around, you'll see an outline of that circle getting smaller and smaller. If we roll it around and snap it there, we've now made one of our circles only 60% of its original size. Or I should say 60% of the circle, so 60 degrees. We want to do that for each one of our circles. So click your next circle. You'll see it outlines the entire circle again. Pick a color. Grab your line, drag it around. We want to do that for each one, so go ahead and pick a color for each circle. And finally our last piece. There. Now we have 6 different colors in our circle. Now, what we have to do is we have to make sure each one of our circles is only showing exactly what we want to see. If you click on each individual pie piece, this one you can see it's kind of outlined. That one's already done. This one, you'll see it's outlining these 2 pieces. So what we want to do is we need to condense that circle down just to the section that we want to see. Like that. We go to the next one, you'll see that. We want to come up here, click it. Do this one, rewind, click it. This one, rewind, click it. Now the last one can be a little bit tricky. What I usually do is I come all the way around to here, and it's going to turn white. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull this back around up here, pull this all the way down, and then back that all the way down here. Now, if you click on each one of your pie pieces, you're going to see each pie piece is outlined individually. What that's showing us is that circle is condensed down to just 60 degrees. Now to spread these apart, we want to hold down the control, and you can use your arrow keys to do this. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over. We're going to do that with each piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These ones might have to come out just a little further. But there you have it, 6 individual pieces. Go up to your file, save as, name it, and save it as an SVG file, and you're done.